Hello and welcome back to FloTrack's Demitra, presented by Wonderful Pistachios. I'm your host, Demitra Carter, and joined with me today, I have someone that if you're in track and field, you already know who it is. Welcome to the meetup, Real Talk with T. How are you doing, T?
Hey, thank you so much for having me, Demitra. I'm so happy to be here.
No, I'm so happy that you are here. You are fresh from Kingston, me and you both. How was your travels?
Yes.
I know we talked a little bit about it, but how was everything?
Travel was okay, a little bit of a delay, but I got home, I'm here, I made it, and now it's just time to recover because it was an epic week.
I love it. I love it. We saw a lot of really cool things. The first Grand Slam ever. I want to go ahead and get into our first segment, the best thing that we saw last week. Me and you got to witness firsthand this 400 for the long sprinters. I have the video. Let's go ahead and play it.
Okay.
Thomas just letting them move away a little bit. Certainly Paulino started very, very quickly, and Nasser in lane 3 is already running down Gabby Thomas as they head into the back straight. Nasser has taken a yard or two out of Paulino as well. Price is in the middle there. Gabby Thomas is doing a good job. This is where she's got to try and be strong, not be phased by Nasser moving through on that top end. Where is Paulino? We know she'll come back strong, but Nasser's really gone for this. Is she going to pay for going out too hard? Nasser has got a good 3, 4, 5 meter lead into the home straight, and look at Gabby Thomas. She's fighting with Paulino. The 200 and 400 Olympic champions are a long way behind the winner, but who's going to get the slam? Nasser wins it. Thomas.
Yeah, you got it.
Gets second.
She got it.
Whoa.
That's insane. I think you tell me, what were you most excited to see? Because she went 48.6, world lead. And then Gabby, I did not see a 49.1 coming from her. What about you? What were you thinking?
First of all, that was a star-studded field. From the lane 1 to lane 8, Lakeisha Price, Alexis Holmes, Gabby Thomas, Nasir, and Paulino. I really didn't know what to expect. But, watching the race, it was crazy. Gabby really fought to get that 49.1. You could just see it in her face, the grit. And for her to, pass up Paulino was crazy.
I know.
It was such a good race.
I wonder, I asked her too, because she has the option to go back down to short sprints and do the 1-2 instead of the 2-4. She said she might still drop down. I want to see her do everything, but
yeah. No, I think she'll do some short. She has to do some short sprint stuff. She does. I think she's a 10-9 girl, 21. We got to bring her down a little bit. But I like that she can do both.
I love it. 10-9 girl. Has she ran 10-9 yet?
I feel like she has.
Okay, maybe she has. I don't know. I'll do my research.
Because she's on the 4x1. So I feel like if you're on the 4x1, you have to at least run 11-0, 10-9.
No, you're right. You're
10-9.
right.
I don't know.
Something like that. You got to interview Sawa Eat Nasser after it. What was that interview like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she was so happy. She was disappointed in how she raced in her 200. So this was her time to get redemption. But she said she wanted to let people know that I'm back. That was her whole vibe. I'm back. And I was like,
period. Okay. I like that. That's cool. Her energy's so good. I haven't had a chance to talk with her. I'm assuming you have a relationship with her from previous interviews.
Yeah, we talked to Aflos. We got the chance to really get to know each other. And then now I think we're just building on top of it. Because he's so introverted, you know what I'm saying? So we're working on getting our relationship built. But
I love it. You bring it out of her. I love that.
I try.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get into this deep dive about all things Grand Slam track. And we'll circle back to a good old interview to talk about who you are and all the things that you do. But Grand Slam, we had a good time in Jamaica. I know you had a good time. I had a good time. Between the first Grand Slam, between the press conference, all the things that they did. Tell me about what your highlights were.
Man, they did so many things right. So many things right. From the content to the press conference to the athlete arrivals to the warm-up area to the pre-race call room footage. It was just so much they did right. And you could just tell that they put the athletes first above all things. And I was just so grateful to be able to witness it, to be a part of it, and to be on the team with so many great people. It was 1,000 out of 10 for me. Jamaica showed up and Jamaica showed out. So much love for Jamaica.
I love it. Speaking of Jamaica, you got a little Jamaica fan base. What was that? I'm you got your horn. I know you do. Oh, what was that like?
I didn't know if y'all wanted me to bring the horn today, so I left it aside.
All right. Next Grand Slam. Are you going to bring us all the Grand Slams?
I'm bringing to every meet in America at this point. I think they need to get a feel for the horn and what it brings to track and field. Like, I'm bringing it on tour with me.
So Spill the Tea and the horn will be going everywhere. I'm a fan. Honestly, I support. I might start a business. I might buy a horn and start selling them.
I'm telling you, come on.
Yeah.
They gotta know where to buy them from. You.
Yes. No, I might I'll even give FloTrack a cup. I'll put the brand logo on it. We'll make bank. We'll bring it to the Diamond Leagues, everything. That's so funny.
I love it. No, it was just like, I don't even know how to put it into words. Like, the love Jamaica had for me was crazy. Like, they were like, T, come walk the stands. Like, people want to meet you, people want to see you. And just like every time somebody, like, it was like a really out of body experience, from like pictures to like autographs. I remember I was like talking to Melissa, and some lady came with her hat and was like, oh, like, can you sign it? And Melissa's like, yeah. And she was like, you too, T. I said, autograph? Like, girl, this is not what you want. It's just a good feeling to know that, like, people see your work, people love the work, and people want to go out their way to, like, support you, ask for a picture. Like, I just never imagined my life to be like this, and I'm just so grateful to have not only my own country, but Jamaica to have my back too. You know, it's really a good feeling.
No, I love that for you. Did you ever end up walking the stands?
I tried, but it was so hard.
Okay.
Like, first of all, it's nerve-wracking. Like, I'm just walking around, like, just looking around, like, hey, guys, you want a picture? Like, I didn't really know how to go about it, so I really didn't get a chance to do it, but I still got to see a lot of people and meet a lot of people who supported me and who knew my work, you know? But next time, I got to build the confidence. I mean, I got to be confident to walk the stands. Like, I don't know.
Maybe you should go back for champs. Champs, they be going crazy.
I want to.
Yeah.
It's just always a scheduling conflicts. Like, that's literally what it comes down to. Like, this year, the same time at Texas Relays, so I always go to Texas Relays. But I'm going to have to sacrifice something for next year. I don't know what it's going to be, but something's going to have to give. I have to see champs.
Yeah, that stadium was also amazing. The track was new. It felt new. It looked new. You sang, like, all the Jamaican greats outside the stadium. Like, it's pretty cool. If you haven't been, you need to go. But what was your thoughts, your first impressions?
It lived up to the hype. Like, it's just like walking around, because like I am obsessed with Usain Bolt. Like, I used to watch his races before I raced, thinking that was gonna like bring it up out of me. So like, just seeing where like all the Jamaican legends like walk through the tunnels, like these are tunnels we see on TV.
Yeah,
like like everything, it just all came together. Like, instant inspiration when I walked in, for sure. Instant.
I love that. And then we saw 5 athletes like sweep their events. Did you have a favorite out of those 5?
Ooh, I would have to probably say, it's hard, but I'll probably say Melissa and Kenny.
Yeah.
I'll probably say Melissa and Kenny, especially Melissa. Melissa, that was her first 200, she said, since like 2021. So she was so nervous to like get on the line and race that event. And for her to come out on top and actually have to like run hard to get the win, you know, like Jenna was not letting up. So like, I think just seeing it all come together, especially because Melissa, like, I don't think she gets like the credit she deserves. So like, just to see her like come out and like take the first slam, I was super happy for her. Kenny as well.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I told Melissa, I said, I don't know if it's the Star Athletics air, but baby, she said, I'm gonna focus on me in the 200. I'm like, you did that and you won. Like, let me take some notes. Like, I'm very impressed. Right?
Same.
And then speaking of Jenna, I saw, I think Kyle posted it or maybe somebody posted it. And basically, Jenna got the call on Wednesday to go. Less than 12 hours later, like, this is the post, less than 12 hours later, her and her coach or her agent caught a flight. They got there like Thursday and then showed up and raced, and she took second in both events. That's insane.
Crazy. And she was sliding. I had to tell her, I was like, Jenna, I'm excited for you this season. You look good.
Mm-hmm. Like, imagine with a heads up notice. Like, I was impressed.
Maybe could have made some adjustments into train. Like, I mean, she's probably coming off some dead legs. Like, she looked good. And Jamaica loved Jenna. Don't get it twisted.
No, it was so, I mean, Jamaican fans, they cheer for everybody, and that's what I love. Yes. But then, like, there's some people I'm like, oh, you got a fan base here. Like, the horn's a little bit louder than for some other people, but it was cool.
For sure.
Yeah. And then what were some surprising things that you saw out of Grand Slam? It could be anything. It was the first one, so there's a lot of new things that kind of happened.
I think I'm mostly surprised on how the athletes received it. I'm talking about from a content standpoint. Like I think even with my job, it was super interesting to have to get athletes to do a pre-race interview, like hall room conversations and like warm-up area conversations. And the way that the athletes accepted it, and they were like, yeah, like let's do it. Like it was an uncomfortable situation to like come into the call room and I'm like looking around, like people were like looking at me, like it was interesting to see them in that element in the way that they accepted it and was open to all of the new things Grand Slam Track had to offer when it comes down to downloading their content, posting about it, like enjoying the experience. I think that was probably the most, I mean, I wouldn't say it's surprising, but it's just like, it just warmed my heart to like athletes know what this can mean to our sport and they're 100% in. So it just makes me want to be 150% in.
No, I completely agree. It was also cool. I mean, because for context, so T was working with Grand Slam, and then I was working with FloTrack, basically doing interviews in like the content creator space. So when T would do her interviews, I just had to turn and look at the TV, and then I could see what you were doing. But I think it might have been Kenny, maybe you were interviewing like at the workout, and the man's just like hopping, hitting some high knees, yeah. And what did you ask him? It was like you asked him one word, I think. Was it?
Yeah. I was like, give me one word to describe, like how you feeling. But it was so perfect, right? Like you could tell he was getting race ready. He was like bouncing. I almost like bouncing with him. Like we about to.
I mean, who else was I talking to? Sasha, the 110 hurdler.
Yes.
I never talked to him before. His energy is amazing.
Top tier.
I was like, what are you dancing to? He's like, I'm dancing the warm up. I'm dancing everything. But he was like, there was no music after I like won. But he was like, I started dancing when I started thinking about 100K. I said, you know what? That would make me dance too. Like I could do that.
No, he's lit. I love it. I love his personality.
Yeah, no, he was cool for sure. And then we got to see Sydney, of course. Me and you've been interviewing her for a minute. My first time interviewing her, I talked to you first because I was like, all right, girl, I'm a little nervous. And you were like, she's the sweetest, coolest, funniest person. So, yeah.
It is. Always got love for Queen Sid. That's our girl.
I love it. I love it. And then what was it like, of course? Yeah, well, I was going to say, what was it like? Because, I mean, I know we both talked to her, but seeing her come away with the win, and then I'm happy that she came through the interview zone, too. What was that like for you?
Yeah, I mean, no, like I'm just grateful that she had enough energy to talk to everybody. I feel like she talked to everybody, all the content creators. The Jamaican content creators were like blown away. Like a lot of their tweets went viral because they were just saying like Kareem, for example, was like, I almost left, but I stayed and I waited because I wanted to get that Sydney interview. And like for it to pay off and for her to be able to sit down on the couch with a bunch of creators, it just warmed my heart because like, you know how people are kind of nervous to ask Sid or to talk to Sid. And I'm just like, guys, like, she's so sweet. Like, just ask her. The worst thing she's going to say is no. And she says no, I'm pretty sure it's a legitimate reason why she probably is not able to do it. So it makes me just feel good that other people can experience an interview and conversation with her because she's amazing and she's a bright light to our sport. And we're blessed to have her in our sport. You know what I'm saying? So it's just good to see her making her rounds and like meeting everybody and like having fun. Like I just love it. I love it for her.
I love it. No, I completely agree. Kareem hosts Track and Tings, right? That's his, Track and Tings. And he was, when I say literally, I watched him about to leave. I witnessed it happen. It was so nice to see, like, to your point, like she stopped for everybody. And to your point, like sometimes there's drug tests, like there's reasons to go, but I think like we were all so grateful that she was not pulled for anything. Like there was no other thing. And it was a priority to her to come and talk to everybody from the first Grand Slam. So it was good. And the athletes, like you said, received it well. It was so nice to see. And I'm excited to see, I mean, you'll be at all of the Grand Slams, but I'm excited to see how it gets better and better as time goes on.
I agree. I think there were so many great things that happened and so many other things that we learned through this process as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. I think this group that Michael Johnson has put together is so special because not only are they coming with this creative new approach to the sport, but they're also not afraid to know that like, hey, we've dropped the ball on this. Like we're going to fix it and make adjustments in real time. Like from day 1 to day 2, there was a big difference of adjustments being made. I'm not talking about just the fans. I'm talking about on the broadcast, on the in-stadium presentations. Like, I mean, in real time, they were making real changes. And that just shows you that, like, they're not afraid to get uncomfortable to get to the spot where they see this league going, you know? So I'm excited because I know that this is just a little taste of what is to come for Grand Slam Track.
I love it. I completely agree. Like, I couldn't agree more. Like when I say actively making, like asking questions, and you can maybe touch on this more than I can, but I've talked to a lot of people in the Grand Slam team. The majority of people don't come from track and field, and I think it was intentionally set that way. So what do you know? I mean, you're more internal than I am. So what do you kind of like know about how that structure is?
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are not. Our president, Steve Gara, is not from track. He's from NFL. Teresa, I think she's the direct. Something I don't know her actual role. She does so much, and I think her role continues to grow. But she's from Red Bull. We have Andy from Winners Alliance. We have so many people who don't know track, but they are so they're so passionate about the sport. Like it's so funny to see. Literally, me and Andy's like, okay, so what's in the heptathlon? And I'm like trying to explain, and like she's guessing it, and I'm like, yeah, correct, wrong, right, wrong. So it's just like it's like a good to have a fresh eyes and a fresh perspective on the sport that needs so much. And like I think that's what's helping make the league successful as well, just having all of those insights from different areas for sure.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. No, so I'm gonna put a pause on Kingston now. We're gonna look forward to Miami, Philly, LA. Hopefully I'll see you at a couple more. If not, I'll see you somewhere. You be worldwide. You be everywhere.
You know we always link up.
We always do. Oh, I need to ask you, did you try any like food, jerk chicken, mangoes? What was beef patties?
Girl, I had everything. First of all, I had Jamaican apples. Oh. That was something new that I haven't tried before. They're like differently shaped, but like super sweet.
Okay.
Well, Sean and his stepdad gave us Jamaican apples and mangoes. So like day 2, I was already down one new fruit and a few mangoes. But I had everything. This is my first trip to Jamaica, so I'm very, very familiar with what to eat, what to get, and where to go. So I had all of my things. My jerk chicken. I didn't get to get no brown stew chicken though. I love brown stew, but I had beef patties. I had pretty much everything you could think of. So yeah, girl, big back.
Yeah, same. I ate very well. I will ask this one.
I saw you had mangoes.
I did. So after I saw your mangoes, well, we were riding in a taxi to go to Peppa Time to get jerk chicken because apparently it's really good there. And then we were driving. I was like, oh, they had I was like, oh my God, they had mangoes. They stopped the car. So we got out on the side of the road, got some mangoes. Yeah. And they were amazing. They were like, let them sit for 2 days and then eat them. Because yours were more yellow than mine. But yours was fresh off the tree. So I don't know what the difference was, but yeah, I got it. And it was great. I had beef patties like 2 times, and I was, what was I going to say? Oh, I had beef patties 2 times, and I was like, is this fast food? Because I'm trying to be healthy. I don't know, but yeah.
Did you ever try the KFC?
I did. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, let's talk about the KFC. So if you don't know, KFC is better, they say, in Jamaica and like Caribbean countries compared to like America KFC, even though it's called Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's not my business though. But I went one night and then I interviewed Vernon at Norwood, and he basically was like, yeah, Demitra, I got this. I think it was the 200 up next. He was like, I'm gonna get my 12 points. I'm getting that 100K. We going to KFC. I was like, all right, bet. Posted that interview. KFC Jamaica saw it, reposted us. And then the last night, Sunday, we were at the Grand Slam after party. They closed at like midnight. And I was like, we gotta go. Like, we gotta go right now. So we get there. It's a bunch of people with us, a bunch of athletes. We're like, we need this KFC. We send Vernon first because they're closed. They opened the door for him. So we got our food. We got our chicken. I'm grateful. And it was good. I had it twice. I had the sandwiches. I had the chicken. Yeah.
Bust down.
Yeah.
I had some wings. They I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know what the difference is with the recipes, but like, let's figure it out.
Maybe it's the love. It's something that the ones in the States, it doesn't taste the same. It is different.
Yeah. Way different.
Yeah. I am going to ask this one question. You don't got to answer. Did you drive in Jamaica?
So... So it was literally, okay, let me break it down. It was in a parking lot.
Okay.
So my friend pulled us up to the hotel. Was like, oh, I have to run in there and grab something. But like, if somebody comes and have us to move, like get in the driver's seat. I'm like, it's two other women in the car. One who is Jamaican. I'm like, girl, you should get in it. But she was kind of young. She was like, no, I don't want to get in. I'm like, all right. So I was like, I guess I got to step up and take it for the team. So I started getting, the security started coming. So I was like, okay, we got to move the car. So I literally drive to the parking lot and I tried to make a right turn and I hit the curb, bro. I literally hit the curb and I was like, and it was like a rental car. So I like backed it up. I backed it up, right? I backed it up and I got out and made sure that the car was good. And the security like literally came over and was like, you okay? Like, what are y'all doing? I'm like, I need help. I can't move the car. I can't get to this spot. It's too tight. I can't make the turn. And he literally came and like saved the day. I literally was like a woman in distress.
That's funny. I'm glad you got behind the wheel because I don't know how to say this nicely. In Jamaica, y'all be driving crazy. I don't know. I was like, ooh, like if you like in America, I don't think we would know how to react. Like I don't think we're built like that. At all. Like you got to be on your P's and Q's driving. Like potholes swerve around it. I would hit it in America. I would just, my tires would be messed up. I would not. Sure. Yeah. It's impressive. Like I was talking to the taxi drivers and stuff. I was like, so how do y'all? He was like, you just got to be built like this. You got to be made for it. I said, okay. And it's the other side of the road.
Opposite. My friend did tell me a trick that like, if you are driving, you are supposed to be the closest to the line.
Okay. So
that kind of like sticks in my head. So if you're driving, you have to be every time you're in a car, you need to be on the line. So that kind of makes me remember, but like I'm still not gonna get on the main road. I'm cool on it. I don't even want to ride in the front seat with y'all. Like I be scared in the front seat, like car sick. I don't know. I don't even want to ride in the front seat. But yeah, I'm cool driving in Jamaica. I got my experience and I'm good on it.
I love that. I'm glad you got your experience. I plan on never getting mine. I rode in the front seat though. We got a police escort one day from the Pegasus. But there was other people in the car is why we got the escort. They were important people, but I ended up in the car with them. Girl, police escort isn't swerving, like speeding, swerving. I was great. We got there very quick, but I was like, okay. Yeah.
Hilarious, yeah. Their driving is different, and we're good on it.
Yeah. In another life, though, I am a Jamaican police officer. I did say that they were cool. You know, the Jamaican police.
Really?
Yeah. On a motorcycle specifically.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I found my calling. If I come back in another life, Jamaican police officer on a motorcycle. Because I still I still get the food. I could get to learn how to speak patois. I could get a little discount. Because I heard the mangoes, they were like, they probably charged you too much because you sounded American, but.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Akira told me to climb somebody's tree to get a mango, and I was like, so they could beat me up?
I'm like, Akira, baby, you're faster than us. I'm like, you could run away.
Literally though.
I love it.
Good times though, yeah.
All right, it's time that we dive into all things tea. I'm going to kind of kick us off with, I'll let you start us off with like kind of your journey. I know, like, I mean, me and you've known each other for a pretty long time, but like I've seen you grow. I've seen your social interviews like on live, seen you go to Budapest and your following literally skyrocket. So kind of like walk me through your journey.
I would say it started at Texas Tech. I got an opportunity to host one of our high school meets that kind of like re-sparked that drive in me to be a silent reporter, because that's really what my like end goal is. And ever since then, like I started making my real talk. I made my real talk with T page. I started like doing like interviews at track meets. Like I literally would like do a heptathlon Wednesday, Thursday. Then like me and my friend would have a camera and then do like interviews with all the athletes and stuff, like having fun. That's kind of like got my like head start was the Instagram lives after COVID. You know, like everybody was just on live all the time. So I'm like, this is the perfect time to get like interviews. Like I was like, ooh, if I could like come with this master plan to like I could get followers, they can get followers if we just go live together. So that's kind of how my journey began. Then I joined the Magic Boost program. That gave me my first like on the ground experience. Shout out Magic Boost, we love it. Gave me my first on the ground experience at Prefontaine classes that kind of like let me know what the media space is like, how it goes down, and how you can actually make a job from it. And ever since then, I've just been kind of like staying down and building relationships, getting interviews, traveling the world, having fun. Like I'm literally living in answered prayers. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm really blessed to be in this position. I love what I do, all the things that I do, because it's not even just interviews. I don't think people know, but I do so much stuff, but I love all of it. Like, I'm literally helping the sport from so many different perspectives, and that's literally what I dream to be. So that's kind of a short, quick story of like how I got started.
I love it. No, you truly do all the things. Also, No Context Track has a video of you dancing. I'm sure you've seen it. She's a dancer by day too on the track. If you need somebody to hype you up, fine T. She got a horn and some dance moves.
Know.
That's so funny.
Anytime.
So you went to, I believe, was last year the first time where you went to Europe and did interviews, or was it the year before that?
It was 2022.
Okay.
I believe. Yes, it was Zurich. My first time going to Europe was through Hayward Magic. After Oregon 22 for Zurich Diamond League.
Oh, wow. And how was it? I mean, not only your first Europe experience, but that was a Diamond League final, was it?
Yeah, it was a Diamond League final that year. It was I cried when I first went to Europe, I'm not gonna lie, because it was so different. You know, like being like I grew up very, very, very humble beginnings. I never imagined going across the Atlantic, I think. Okay.
Yeah.
I never imagined going across
the ocean.
I never imagined going across the big water over to Europe, you know, like, and I just like cried like tears of joy, because I'm like, wow, like everything is it's like a whole different world over there. And I just didn't ever imagine like growing up how I grew up seeing this at such a young age. You know, I think I was like 23. So like, it was just like, I blew away, but I had a time. Like, Zurich is so fun. It's amazing. Love all my people over there. Always a good time when I visit Zurich. And ever since then, I've been going back because we have that relationship, and I love them.
I love that. So I know how many diamonds have you been to, pre and then Zurich?
I feel like those are my main two.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, those are, because Pre's the only one in the U.S., and then the rest are in Europe, so I've only been to Zurich. Yeah, those two.
I love it. I've been to Zurich. Not a Diamond League in Zurich. So I'm trying to make my rounds. We'll see. Hopefully it's in the track god's hands that I make it.
Yeah. Hopefully, especially this year, because it's the final again, and it's before Worlds, which is interesting. But
I'm excited that the finals before Worlds. I mean, I know, it makes the season long, but I'm looking forward to, I think we'll see athletes show up a little bit more, in my opinion, because it's kind of like you have the Diamond League final, and then you have Worlds, and you have Athlos, and I think it's close enough to where we'll see fast times at every single one. Yeah,
I hope so, especially at Worlds. I think people are going to be more like a end-all, be-all type of vibe, and they can do just whatever it takes to win. So I'm definitely excited to see this layout.
No, I agree.
Perfect.
And I think for fans, it'll be easier to follow, too, because you have Grand Slam, you have a couple months of Diamond Leagues, and then you have Worlds. Like, I think for fans, previously, if I was a fan, I would be confused. I'm like, Worlds happening, you still run it? Like, I don't get it. Yeah. I'm excited for it.
No.
And then
Same, I agree. It makes sense. Sorry. It makes sense.
You're good.
This year.
No, I totally agree. I want to dive into Worlds Budapest. Yes. There was an interview that you did with Masai at Worlds, and then fast forward now, she's an Olympic gold medalist. We have the video here. Let's go ahead and play it.
Love it. I love this video.
You could put this in. I don't care.
Could be a U.S. gold medal.
You know, it is what it is. Things happen. I work hard. I know I'm not done.
It's Masai Russell!
We can make our plans, but the Lord determines our steps. So, it sucks right now, but I don't know what's down the road for me that I know I'll be very happy about. So,
Some coming.
It's Masai Russell! The Olympic debutante is an Olympic champion!
I love that video.
I love it, too. It's almost at 2 million on your page.
Yes.
So take me through, let's start from literally Budapest. You're there, you're one of few Americans, I believe, in that area. And then handling that situation of someone who is sad, and then her trust in you to still talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, Budapest was such a important meet for my career, I believe, just because it was so hard. It was so hard. I was solo, and I had so many battles I was facing on the outside. So just to be able to get those meaningful moments with the athletes meant so much to me. It was like the light in all the things that were going on, if that makes sense. So like Masai being vulnerable in that moment, I think in the interview I even said like, hey, we can stop. And she's like, no, like, let's keep it in there. Like, let's keep going. Because I always want to, respect their emotions. If you're crying, like, and you don't want to talk, let's take a break and we can bring it back up or something. But she was so, like, willing to trust me with this moment with her that, like, it just blew me away. You know what I'm saying? For her to be vulnerable and to share that story because I mean, Budapest was hard for her. She came off of the NCAAs and she fell, hit like hurdle number 2 or something like that. And I think just her sharing that authentic moment to help fans understand what they go through and how they see things. And obviously I'm a woman of faith. So her dropping the scriptures, giving the glory to God, it was just such a special moment in the whole Budapest experience for sure.
Yeah, I agree. And I second that. I think for her to still say like it's the Lord guides her footsteps, or it's all in God's plan. It was something along those lines. I think for her to say that in that moment, and not even know like Olympics, like because she hadn't won NCAAs or anything like that, like leading up to this point. So I think for her to still stay so strong in her faith, because I think I'm not gonna lie, if it wouldn't be crazy if she questioned it either. And she didn't. And she stayed true to it right after the moment in tears. And then we fast forward to Olympics.
Yes.
Yeah, gold medalist. What was that like for you to talk me through it?
So, first of all, my Paris experience was very interesting.
Okay.
Let's get into it just a little bit. I hosted the Puma House. Blessed opportunity with Puma. I'm so appreciative for that opportunity to hang out with all the Puma athletes from all different countries. Like I had a time being on stage, but my Paris experience was very interesting for the simple fact that like I did not get a chance to see a lot of my like American athletes that I've supported throughout all these years who have supported me, vice versa. So like I didn't get a chance to be invited to the Team USA house. I only got a chance to go to the athlete village because an athlete invited me. But like as far as like being around USATF and the US athletes, like I was so like disappointed that I didn't get the opportunity to get to see the athletes once they finished. So to get that moment from Masai was that video just means so much to me. Besides, I mean, the moment of course, but like the fact that I was able to walk away with such a powerful video from the Paris Olympics without having any much access, it was like a confidence boost, because I'm not gonna lie, I was super frustrated that I didn't get invited to the Team USA house. I'm like, wow, my own country, like I really want to be there for our athletes and see them. So like to get that moment, that's such a powerful moment from the Olympics, knowing that I wasn't able to see them that much, just like meant so much to me. And it also just showed me as a creator that like you don't have to have that access. You can always bring something back from like literally right when she won, the first thing I thought about was like Budapest. She literally just fell in Budapest, and like not even barely a year later, like look at this story. Like I reached out to my editor, like, hey, let's put this together because like this is gonna hit. Like look at like we have such a good piece here. So like that video means so much to me in like, a lot of different areas, from just Masai's story, her success, through her just like giving glory to God, her faith, and then also just like me being able to put something together with the odds against me. You know what I'm saying? Like that video right there. I have a history wall of fame. I gotta put it in there somehow.
You got
because it definitely meant so much to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And it's so nice to see outside looking in, like watching it. I'm a fan of the video. I'm probably like 100 of those 1.8 million views right now, but it's good. It's good.
I appreciate you.
Now I know we have Spill the Tea with Grand Slam. You want to talk about that, or do you have anything else coming up that the fans can look forward to, or supporters?
Yeah. We have we can talk about Spill the Tea. Spill the Tea is such a special element to my journey. I always wanted a talk show. I always wanted my own space to be able to like create my own space, to have creative freedom and to like have fun, kind of talk about whatever I want. And Grand Slam literally granted me that, my own type studio setup, creative freedom to do whatever I want. They said, hey, this is your space. We got producers, editors, you do your thing, and we're gonna do our thing to put it together. And I think it's just amazing, and I love it so much. The title is so catchy, like Spill the Tea. Like
the purple was
came
cute.
Up with that.
Yeah,
like they really did that, and I'm just excited to continue to build on those stories as well. Like for example, the Roshan Clark piece, so powerful. I had no idea when I was sitting down with him that he was going to tell me that he lost his brother, and like that he has to walk by the site every day, like on his way to school as a kid and stuff like that. So like to get that beginning story and to take it to Kingston and then like have it like we're at his family's house. We're walking down the street. He's telling a story in real time. To put those two together, like that's journalism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I'm excited to continue to build on those individual stories throughout the rest of the season, and then also like get to LA where my studio setup is, so we can like really put it all together.
I didn't know you had a.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know. So no, it's exciting. It's exciting to like have something that's like so meaningful to me, like to have my own space. You know, like and the athletes loved it. They were more excited than me, half of them. So like I think it's exciting to have something I can continue to build on and to take it into any direction. There's so many directions that I want. Like it's a blessing.
I love it. I heard that there's not tea in the teacup though. I think we need to fix that. One of the athletes told me that they wanted tea.
Okay, I thought about it, but it's like how many bathroom trips would I take if I was drinking tea all day?
You're right.
How many?
You're right.
Like 1,000. So like I thought about it. Also, we're gonna figure it out. We're working on a tea sponsor. Hopefully, if you're out there and you got some tea.
I know. I'll look
Come
around.
here.
I got you. And if y'all
Come here.
if you're watching, is she?
Come here. But yeah, hopefully there will be tea in the teacups very, very soon.
I love it. I love it. Well, hopefully, I mean, you won't be interviewing me, but I do want to try it. So just slide me a cup.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course.
All right.
But also, I want to turn it over to you. Wait a minute. Because you, Demitra, from Tiny Talks on the Track to your own talk show, I'm so proud of you.
Oh my God,
and I am just in awe to be a guest on your show. Like when you asked me, I was like, I don't care how tired I am. Yes, I'm going to show up for my friend because I love her. And also, like, this is her show. So congratulations. Shout out to FloTrack. Congratulations on all the things. And I'm so happy for you. And I can't wait to continue to see you evolve in this space and, like, have more meaningful sit-down conversations, you know?
Thank
it's like
you.
Tiny Talks, but, like, with a twist. Like,
it is. Hold on, don't give too many names. We might need that. We might need that. We might need that.
You know, I'm gonna start thinking. I really about to start thinking like, how can we go with how can we remix it? But no, I love all the things you're doing. I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to continue to watch you grow.
Thank you so much. For context, for people who don't know, I ran at Baylor.
Right.
T ran at Texas Tech. We knew each other. We weren't as close yet, but we knew we were both doing interviews. I was running around with a tiny microphone, and you were finishing your races interviewing. Like we were both in the same worlds of like creating content, telling athlete stories. And then we met through a program called Magic Boost that kind of brought us very much closer together. And we've been bouncing ideas off each other, helping each other, seeing each other at the track meets. And I think our relationship, there's other people in the group, but I think our relationship is so special because a few years ago, and everybody can admit it, the space was not diverse at all. And I think for us, not only as women, but Black women to be in this space and always see each other too is really special. And it also shows that track and field is growing. And once again, it's not just us in the space now, but years ago, baby, it was rough. So I think to have diverse voices telling diverse stories is so special, and to have each other's backs through all the things. Girl, I know you said Europe was hard. Trust me, I know. It's rough sometimes. No. So we've known each other for a minute. Still trying to grow track and field at the end of the day. So you have spilled the tea. I have the meetup. We'll keep on growing. Yeah.
I love it. And also like that support factor. Like we don't compete with each other, against each other. It's more like we support each other and we bounce ideas off each other. And it's way more fun and it's a smoother environment in the creator lounge. So yeah, we're going to continue to build this thing up and I'm excited.
Yes, there's space for everybody. Remember that.
Yes, come on.
Right. I'm going to end with this final question. It's about Grand Slam. I have an answer. I'll let you go first, though. If you could pick any challenger that you would like to see in the upcoming Grand Slams, who would you choose?
One?
You could do a man and a woman, if that makes it better. Okay.
Perfect. A woman, Julian Alfred. Hey, girl. And a man, Noah Lyles. Period.
Okay. For my woman, that's solid. That's solid.
Who you got?
I really want to see Juju too, so I'm gonna change my answer because I would second that one, but I would pick. I think I would go with Rashida Adeleke. I think that would be fun to see her. Yeah.
Good one.
And then for the men, I'll say Grant Holloway. We have a screenshot. We can put it up maybe. It was in Anson's. Anson commented, tagged Grant Holloway. This is it. And basically was like, Grant, you need to come get some of this action. And Grant was like, you know I'm the real Grand Slam champion. I said, ooh. I would love to see him in an open 100. I would.
Love, because he's an athlete. People don't know that he really can get down. So I definitely want to see him in 100.
100%.
Come on, Grant.
Right? I want to be entertained.
Seated.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me, T.
Yes.
I will see you around, and welcome to the meetup.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, the meetup.
Thank y'all for tuning in on the meetup presented by FloTrack with me and Real Talk with T today. I will be here every single Tuesday to talk all things track and field. Bye, y'all.